UFC light heavyweight champion Poatan Alex Pereira making the deliberate jaunt here to the octagon. And Joe, DC, and I remember
What's up, everybody? I'm back again, and I was about to do a rundown of the UFC Rio card, and I looked at the schedule, and the pay-per-view for Ankalaev Pereira 2 is actually the next one up. I was getting ahead of myself, and then I think it's Ankalaev Pereira, then Rio. No, I think it's Ankalaev Pereira, and then Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena. But shit, I'm gonna run down it because I'm just looking at this card right now, and it's a banger of a card. Oh my god, it's getting me excited just looking at the card right now. So the main card, middleweight bout, Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Abus Magomedov from Germany is coming off his big win against the other Pereira. Jesus Christ, what's his name? Michel Pereira. So he comes off the big win against Michel Pereira, right? He's coming off he's 3-0 in his last three. And he's fighting Joe Pyfer, the big slugger from Philly. I live in Arlington, DFW, diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. They've been letting me down for the last 30 years. I think I was in the 7th grade the last time we won a title. But still, Joe Pyfer's an Eagles fan, so there's no love lost there. And he was talking shit about Mexico when he pulled out against the fight against Gastelum in Mexico City. I'm going to let it slide, all right? I'm going to let it slide. I'm not going to hold no grudges. Joe Pyfer, the slugger from Philly, I mean, that's like a Rocky story all over again. But he's unranked. Abus Magomedov is ranked number 14. He looked good his last fight. But Joe Pyfer looked really good his last fight against Gastelum. Well, no, he didn't. He didn't really look good. What am I talking about? I thought Gastelum could have whooped his ass. But he did get the win. This is going to be a good test for Joe Pyfer if he can get the job done. They don't have the betting lines out yet. But just on principle alone, my Dallas Cowboy and my Eagles hate, I'm going to go Abus Magomedov. Sorry, man. You call me a homer. I don't care. Pyfer, man, golly. I wouldn't be surprised though if Joe Pyfer gets a vicious knockout in this fight. But just on principle, staying on business, I'm going Abus Magomedov versus Philly's own Joe Pyfer. The next fight, Josh Emmett versus Youssef Salal. Salal is ranked number 9. Emmett's ranked number 8. Emmett was coming off the loss. All right, so put it this way: his last 3. He loses to Lerone Murphy, who's going to fight for the title next. He beats Country Boy, Flat Earth, Bryce Mitchell. And before that, he loses to the two-weight champion, Ilia Topuria, and Matador. Right? Not a bad schedule. I mean, honestly, not a bad schedule. Zalal, he's coming off a huge win against Calvin Kattar. That's a quality win. It was a unanimous decision. He had beat, I don't know, Shore and Aarons. I'm not sure who those guys are. I'm sorry, I don't get to watch all the fights. Don't get to see these guys. But just on strength of schedule, I'm going to go Josh Emmett. Like I said, they don't have the betting lines out yet. When they put them out, I might have a difference of opinion. Zalal is really good. He's from Morocco. Good up-and-comer. He's ranked number 9 for a reason because he's done some work. But Josh Emmett is a tough motherfucker, man. He's fought the best of the best. You know, and I think even before the Topuria fight, he was coming off the loss against Yair Rodriguez when Yair won the interim featherweight title. So he's fought, his last 3, he's fought 4 guys in the top 5. Easily the top 5. Yeah, easily. Because if Lerone Murphy wasn't ranked top 5, he's definitely ranked top 5 now because he's fighting for the title. And then the feature bout. If this fight doesn't get you excited, Yuri Prochazka, ranked number 2, versus ranked number 4, Khalil Roundtree Jr. Khalil Roundtree is a Muay Thai wrecking machine. Like, this dude went toe-to-toe with Alex Pereira for as long as it lasted. I mean, and he won the first 2 rounds against Alex Pereira. And he caught Alex Pereira. And he dropped Alex Pereira. But Alex Pereira does what he does, usually against everyone except for Ankalaev. Comes back, gets the KO, puts a beating on Khalil. But Khalil looked really good his last fight. I think his last fight was against, thumbs up, Jamal Hill. And he beat the shit out of him for 5 rounds. He made it look easy, too. He pieced him up everywhere. Didn't let Jamal Hill get off. I think it's going to be real interesting because Yuri did look good his last fight against Jamal Hill. He had Jamal Hill at distance. He had great defense this fight. He wasn't leaving himself open like he did versus in the previous fights he did against Alex Pereira. He tightened everything up. He looked good. It's going to be interesting, man. I really wish they had the betting lines out. They'll probably have Yuri as the favorite because he did contend for the title 2 times. Khalil contended for the title once. But I thought Khalil made a more interesting fight because he did get the 2-round wins, or he banked those first 2 rounds, and he was bringing the fight to Pereira. Like, he wasn't backing up. Nobody in that fight was trying to shoot for a takedown. And he said that he was going to try to outstrike Alex Pereira. Boatan. But he fought as best that he could. I believe he could make some more adjustments because it wasn't like, I think he gassed himself out because you could tell in the third and the fourth he was really struggling and he was taking damage. Pereira really found his range in the third round and then just put the beating on him. But Yuri just got outclassed by Pereira in both fights. I mean, he got stopped in both early too, like second round, I believe, in both. The big head kick in the second one, and then the left hook in the first one. Yuri, I'm sure, has made adjustments, but I think this is going to be a great fight. This has Fight of the Night written all over it. Like, Dana White, fuck the 50K, man. He needs to probably get those 100K ready for both guys because these guys are all blood and guts. They're going to lay it on the line. It's going to be a great fight, and it's a light heavyweight bout. Probably for a number 1 contender, back again at the title, depending on how the main event goes, which I'll get to in a minute. But this is going to be a banger of a fight. My heart wants me to go with Khalil Roundtree, and I'm gonna listen to my heart this time. So many times that I don't, and I'll think myself or overthink it. But I'm gonna go Khalil Roundtree on this one. And then the co-main. Fuck, man, I was excited for the future fight. The co-main event, bantamweight title fight. Marab the Machine Dvalishvili versus the Sandman Corey Sandhagen. This is gonna be awesome. Corey Sandhagen's ranked number 4. His last 3, he's 2-1. He beat Rob Font August 5th by unanimous decision. He loses to Umar Nurmagomedov by unanimous decision. I believe it was 3-2, maybe 4-1 on the judges' scorecard. And then his last fight, he finishes the former flyweight champion, Davison Figueiredo, Figgy, and that's what gives him the title shot. I don't know if that was as impressive as everybody's making it out to me. And this is not me bagging on Corey Sandhagen. I like Corey Sandhagen. And shit, man, he's ripped 2 guys' knees. He ripped Davison Figueiredo's knees to shreds. And he ripped TJ Dillashaw's knees to shreds with those heel hooks. Like, he's evolving his game, especially off his back. He's diving down under for leg locks. He's fishing for heel hooks. And he's shredding guys' knees to pieces. Like, I'm surprised Davison's coming back for the Rio card because he's going to be on that card. TJ's still out. I don't even know if he's ever coming back. I think he might be retired now. But, yeah, that fight, TJ won that fight, and he still had to go out and get multiple surgeries because he got his knee ripped up by Corey Sandhagen. This is going to be an interesting fight. Corey knows it's going to go to the ground. I mean, there's no and ifs or buts about it. Merab is going to shoot. The thing is Corey going to try to wrestle back up to his feet and get at range where he does his best damage? Or is he going to concede the takedowns and try to grapple with Merab? That's the story of this fight. Because Merab, of course, he showed it in the Umar fight. He'll take you down. Or he even showed it in the Petr Yan fight. He took Petr down like 100 times in that fight. Petr Yan kept getting back up. And then he'd take him down again. Petr Yan to get back up. He'd take him down again. And take him down again. Take him down again. He did it to Sugar Sean O'Malley. Got the finish last time. Good for Merab. That put him on the next level of like a superstar because they want to see finishes in the UFC. But Merab is an absolute animal, and his striking is getting better. I'm not going to say it's sharp because it's not. We've seen him fight. It's not the best striking, but that's not his best asset. His gas tank is his best asset. And if Corey makes the mistake of trying to wrestle back up after every takedown, he's going to get drained. And Merab is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until he fades out, and then he's going to go for a finish. This is going to be interesting. Like I said, it depends how Corey wants to go about this fight. Does he want to just concede the takedown and work off his back and dive under for leg locks, heel hooks, straight ankles, whatever he can find? Or is he going to try to wrestle back up, get on his feet, and get back to work where he does his best work? Like everybody knows the big flying knees that he lands. He's got decent boxing. It's pretty good. His kicks are great. So is he going to try to fight his way up off the mat every time to get back at range to strike? Or is he concede the takedown and try to fight off his back? That's going to be the story of this fight. I guarantee you. I'm telling you right now. That's going to be the story. If he tries to fight up after every takedown, Merab wins. If he concedes takedowns and tries to fight effectively off of his back, constantly shooting for submissions, constantly hunting for the feet, foot locks, heel hooks, things like that, it could be dicey for Merab. Because I don't know how good Merab's jiu-jitsu grappling is. He's got great wrestling. He has good control. And he works well from the top position. But we've never really seen Merab have to work off his back. So if Corey can hit a sweep from his back and get Merab on his back and try to work from there, we've never seen Merab there. That could be interesting. But it's all going to come down to what Corey Sandhagen's game plan is. Is he going to concede the takedowns and work off his back and try to play a jiu-jitsu game, hunt for foot locks, or is he going to do what everybody else does, and that's try to get back up and get back out at distance? And if he does that, I believe that's going to be his downfall. I think Merab is going to put a pace on him like he does to everyone, continuously take him down and control him. If he goes to his knees and tries to fight out of the turtle position or just concede into turtle, it's going to be a Merab night all night, possibly a finish. So I'm not going to pick this just yet. I want to wait till the betting lines comes out, and I want to see how Vegas has it before I pick a winner. Naturally, I'm going to lean for the champ. He's beat all the guys in the division, even leading up to the title. He's the man. He's ranked number 3, pound for pound. I believe it's Ilya, Islam, and Merab. I'm pretty sure. They might have Pantoja 3, Merab 4. But either way, 3 or 4, they can interchange. And if he beats Sandhagen, I'm sure Umar wants another shot. But if something happens, I mean, this is the fight game. Umar could win his next fight and then blow his knee out or something. I don't know. It's a fight game. Crazy things. I mean, fucking Tony Ferguson blew his fucking knee out, slipping on a damn wire after a press conference, wearing his damn sunglasses inside. But anyways, neither here or there. But if that happens and something else happens with Umar, I could possibly see a Pantoja-Merab super fight. Pantoja comes up from 25, fights Merab at 35. I don't know if I don't know if Marab's big enough to go to 45. I don't think so. And plus, his boy Aljamain's at 45, so I don't think he'd go up there and contend in that division unless he got an immediate title shot, and unless Aljamain was way out of contention. I think if Aljamain was like maybe next in line or so, he wouldn't do it. But I don't even think he's big enough to go to 45, honestly. He's a small guy. He makes 35 pretty easily, even though there's questions about how he makes the weight. But, yeah, I think I'm going to lean Marab right now. But I'm very, very anxiously waiting the betting lines to see how Vegas has it. I'm pretty sure they'll have Marab as a favorite. But Corey's a motherfucker, man. He is super slick off the ground. And he's got dynamic striking. I mean, the flying knees, the sharp elbows. I mean, the guy can fight, and he's not afraid to get in there and get busy. So, yeah. But I'm going to go Marab, co-main event. And then the main event, Magomed Ankalaev, the reigning, defending light heavyweight champion, is fighting the former reigning, defending light heavyweight champion, Poatan Alex Pereira. I hope that Alex Pereira is healthy and ready to go this time. I believe I heard, I think it was Eric Nixick saying that when he saw that Poatan was going to fight Magomed for the title, or when he was going to defend the title against Magomed, that he was like, is he really going to fight? Because he was traveling so much, like extensively. He was in like Utah, then he was in Miami, then he was in Australia, then he was back in Connecticut, then he was in Brazil. Like the guy was everywhere. And maybe he was training, but it's not like being set in a training camp. Like for those of y'all that don't know, when you set a training camp, it's usually anywhere between 8 to 12 weeks. You know, if you're already in shape and you're ready to go, maybe you can get away with like 6-week camp. But usually, like all my camps were 8 to 12, and I think the sweet spot for me was probably 10. My last fight was 12, and at the 10-week mark, I was ready to go. Like I was already on weight, or weight where I was gonna have to cut the water. But 10 weeks, I was itching. Like I was ready. I was not a happy customer to be around. Like I was just ready to go, and I was just waiting those last 2 weeks until the day of the event. But hopefully Pereira, from what I've seen online, he's training. He's in Connecticut. He's with Glover. They're bringing guys in. I'm pretty sure I saw that Strickland was there, working with him as he did for the previous few times. But yeah, this is going to be a great fight. If Pereira comes in healthy and ready, I think it might be a different fight than the first one. Not to take anything away from Magomed Ankalaev. He fought a beautiful fight the first fight. He struck with Pereira. He out-grappled him. He didn't necessarily get takedowns. I don't think he did. I think he might have scored 1 or 2. It wasn't like big takedowns. But he used the entrances for his takedowns to pin Pereira up against the fence and do really, really, really good cage work. To just wear on him, grind him in the clinch, landing knees in the clinch, forcing him against the clinch, forcing him over to like a back to chest position where he has his back, and just keep a tight grip on him, working him there, leaning on him, just draining his energy. From what I've heard, Pereira was injured, but that's not uncommon. Most guys go in injured with something, anything. Like, I know firsthand, if you go into a fight 100%, you didn't have a great camp. Nobody pushed you hard enough. You're always ailing from something because you're wrestling, you're rolling jiu-jitsu, you're working your boxing, you're working your Muay Thai, strength and conditioning, your road work. I mean, it's just so much that goes into MMA that something's going to go wrong, or you're going to be ailing from something. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was going in there injured, but the question is, how severely injured was he going into that fight? If he was, like I said, I don't want to take away from Magomed Ankalaev, but he didn't look like himself. And anybody who watched that fight knows that he didn't fight like the Pereira we've seen before. But that could also be because Magomed Ankalaev had a great game plan and he used his grappling, even if it wasn't on the floor. But he used his grappling to get into clinch positions and really wear down on Pereira. And Pereira's a big dude. He cuts a lot of weight. So just having one of those grueling fights up against the cage could really pull it out of you, suck the life out of you, drain your energy. So I could see it both ways. But Magomed Ankalaev did get the victory. He is the world champion now. So I'm really excited about this one. It could be probably more of the same or huge knockout by Pereira. But Ankalaev, he's willing to strike with them. So, I mean, shit, these daggies, man, they're down to scrap. I mean, and he's different than Habib and his crew. Like, they're going to be more heavy grappling. Magomed Ankalaev is not afraid to scrap. Like, he will throw hands with you if you're willing to throw back. So it's going to be interesting. This is another one where I'm waiting for the lines to come out from Vegas. I really want to see who they pick. They'll probably pick Magomed Ankalaev as a slight favorite because he is the champ. But if they have Pereira like at a plus 150, plus 110, man, I'd bet big on Pereira if the lines are looking like that. And if they go as far as like a plus 200, yeah, I'm throwing money on that. But it's going to be a great fight. This is a great card. The main card alone was worth the buy because it is still pay-per-view until the end of the year, until they move to Paramount Plus. But this one's going to be October 4th. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great event. The main card alone, like I just said, is worth the buy. And the prelims aren't looking too bad. Yeah, man, there's some good ones. Good ones on here. But the closer we get, I might jump into some of the prelims. As far as betting-wise, I always like to make... I always usually make my money on the prelim cards. On some of the unknown guys that people don't know, or some of the contenders that are close to the top 10, but they're just outside. That's usually where I make my bank. But the prelim, like I said, or the main card alone is worth the pay-per-view. So, man, that's the breakdown. My preview. I'm not gonna say breakdown. My preview for Ankalaev Pereira 2, UFC 320, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. Let's fucking go. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be a banger. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.